Music is a universal language. It transcends time and culture. Its origins are deeply rooted in our prehistoric past. Archaeological evidence suggests music existed 40,000 years ago. Early humans likely created music using basic instruments. These included flutes made from bones and drums made from animal skin. Music played a vital role in rituals and ceremonies. It was used for storytelling, healing, and social bonding. The earliest forms of music were likely basic rhythms and chants. These simple musical expressions formed the foundation for more complex musical structures. As human societies developed, so too did their music. The invention of new instruments and musical notations led to greater sophistication. Music became an integral part of life, reflecting the beliefs, values, and experiences of the people who created it. Ancient civilizations developed sophisticated musical traditions. In Egypt, music was an essential part of religious ceremonies and courtly life. The lyre and harp were popular instruments. Tombs depict musicians playing these instruments. The ancient Greeks believed music had a profound effect on the soul. They used different musical modes to evoke specific emotions. Pythagoras explored the mathematical relationships in music. His work laid the groundwork for Western musical theory. The Romans adopted elements of Greek music. They also developed their own instruments, such as the tuba and cornu. Music was a central feature of Roman entertainment. Gladiatorial contests and theatrical performances often included musical accompaniment. The Roman Empire's vast reach helped spread musical ideas and practices throughout Europe and the Mediterranean. The medieval period saw the rise of liturgical music. Gregorian chant, named after Pope Gregory I, became the standard form of church music. This monophonic style of singing emphasized unison and spiritual contemplation. Secular music also flourished during this time. Troubadours and minstrels traveled the countryside, performing songs of love, chivalry, and everyday life. Their music reflected the social and political climate of the era. The Renaissance marked a renewed interest in classical art and learning. This revival extended to music. Composers began exploring new musical forms and techniques. Polyphony, the use of multiple independent melodic lines, became increasingly popular. This period saw the rise of vocal polyphony. Composers like Josquin des Prez and William Byrd created intricate and beautiful choral works. The invention of the printing press helped disseminate these musical innovations. Section 4. The Symphony of Innovation. The Baroque era was a time of grandeur and ornamentation in music. This period witnessed the development of opera, a dramatic art form that combined music, theater, and dance. Claudio Monteverdi, one of the pioneers of opera, composed works that were both emotionally powerful and musically innovative. Johann Sebastian Bach, a master of counterpoint and fugue, is considered one of the greatest composers of all time. His works are known for their complexity, mathematical precision, and emotional depth. The classical era emphasized balance, clarity, and elegance. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, a child prodigy and prolific composer, produced some of the most enduring works of this period. His operas, symphonies, and concertos are celebrated for their melodic beauty, structural brilliance, and emotional range. Ludwig van Beethoven, a transitional figure between the classical and romantic periods, expanded the scope of symphony and chamber music. His music is known for its dramatic intensity, emotional depth, and innovative use of form. Section 5. A World of Sound. The Romantic era celebrated individualism, emotion, and imagination. Composers like Franz Schubert, Johannes Brahms, and Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky explored the expressive potential of music. They created works that were deeply personal, often drawing inspiration from nature, literature, and folklore. The development of new instruments, such as the piano, allowed composers to explore a wider range of sounds and textures. The 20th century witnessed an explosion of musical innovation. Jazz, a uniquely American art form, emerged in the early 1900s. It combined elements of African and European music, characterized by improvisation, syncopation, and a strong rhythmic drive. Rock and roll, which emerged in the 1950s, drew inspiration from blues, country, and gospel music. It quickly became a global phenomenon, influencing fashion, culture, and social attitudes. Music continues to evolve and diversify in the 21st century. New genres and subgenres are constantly emerging, blending elements from different traditions and pushing the boundaries of musical expression. From electronic dance music to hip-hop, from world music to experimental compositions, the world of music is richer and more diverse than ever before. Music remains an integral part of human experience, connecting people across cultures and generations.